Welcome back to another episode of Navigating Postpartum with me, Jaree Williams. I'm so glad that you are tuning in. I appreciate you. And today is such a good episode that I'm ready to talk about. So let's get into it. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, _Motherhood_, and subscribe so you can get that notification when I drop a podcast, because you never know when I'm going to drop one. Well, an extra one, because I try to be consistent with you guys. I'm still adjusting. But today I want to talk about, I'm going to be the person to say it. I know it's going to be controversial, but I'm going to say it. I'm not a big fan of the newborn phase. And hear me out. I know a lot of people love this phase and they find it like the most beautiful time, just seeing the baby grow during this time. But for me, I like the toddler phase. Like, now that I have a toddler, like, I just love the toddler phase. Like, we can go places, he can walk on his own, he doesn't need me as much, like, he gets his snacks, like, he's more independent. And I'm more so, for me personally, independence is more my thing. Like, with a baby, they're more dependent. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that I don't enjoy it, I'm just not the biggest fan of it. I find myself being more dependent because, if you want to breastfeed, if you want to make sure that your baby is, being held by you, because they want that comfort and they desire to be with you, it's a lot. It can be so much. And that's why I love to teach new moms, like, how to take care of themselves, like, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. And it's just so important because, like, even the relationships around you are going to pivot a little bit. Because you're in a new season, you're still adjusting. And for me personally, I think too, like, this is a phase where you get more overstimulated because you're not sleeping as much. You have less free time in a way. Not saying you won't have that freedom again, but you have less free time because you're with your baby. Your baby wants to be held, and you never know what they need, or they just desire you. And I know even for moms who, have different type of babies who cry more and just want to be held all day. And some moms have babies who are chill and they can get stuff done, or they can be in a carrier. Like, it's just so many different factors, and just adjusting because each child is different. No child is the same. And so that's why I'm just like, if you're overstimulated, you're not a fan of the season that you're in parenting, it's okay. Like, it doesn't mean that you're not enjoying it or you're not appreciative of it, but you can feel that way, and just know that it's going to pass. I know for me personally, I'm like, just make it through this phase, and then, they're going to get older. He's going to become less independent. He's going to become less dependent and more independent. And so I just want to tell you guys for that, like, that's something that's been on my mind. And I want to be very transparent and tell you guys this, because I know a lot of people praise the newborn phase, but it's just like when you have those sleepless nights and then you have someone who wants to be with you 24/7, or even if you're in a pumping phase because you have to go to work, and just pumping is a lot. And you just want to give your baby what you can with the breastfeeding. Like, that is a lot of work. Even if you are formula feeding, I understand, like, different things for different people, but it's a lot. And I'm supporting you, and I want you to know that I see you. And if you feel like how I feel, like, you're just like, okay, I'm gonna find the joy in this phase, even though it's not my favorite. It's totally okay. I see you. You're not alone. And don't let people make you feel bad if you're not enjoying that, because they're like, well, it won't happen forever. Take videos, take pictures, because sometimes you won't even remember this phase because, like, sometimes you're just surviving. Like, for me personally right now, I'm thriving and surviving because I'm rediscovering myself and I'm making time for myself, doing the things that I enjoy, y'all. Like, I've unlocked a higher version of me during this time, and that's why I'm so grateful for my little son. They're pushing me and molding me into the woman that God desires for me to be. I love it. Like, y'all, I've been more at homesteading lately. Like, I'm making things from scratch. I went back plant-based, so now I'm over here making my own bread, my own milk, my own, like, my own meals from fresh food. Like, we don't even have any frozen food in the freezer, y'all. Like, it's just making me more intentional too, because I'm like, okay, well, because we want to eat fresh food all the time, me and my husband are meal prepping or planning things ahead, and it's really strengthening up our partnership as well. Like, I'm able to really just lean in and depend on him and not even have to worry about like, wow, I have to go tell him how to do this or do that. But no, like, we're a partnership. He knows what needs to be done around here, and I know what needs to be done. So then we're working together to make sure that the house is running smoothly. And just even me starting a garden, y'all. Like, I don't know if y'all follow me on Instagram. If you do, cool. If not, go ahead and follow me so that you can see my journey. I'm really learning about gardening and just really relishing in these things, and those are filling me up, and they're helping me stay grounded during the season. That's how I'm making time for myself, being out there. Y'all, I call it my garden, even only have like 5 pots, but when I go out there, that's my garden, because I'm manifesting it to grow bigger, because I have to start somewhere, and I want you to know you have to start somewhere. So whether it's you rediscovering yourself, you learning how to take care of yourself, or overall just being content where you are, just start, okay? It's tough out here, but don't let your home or your heart be tough, because where you are, the season's going to pass. You're going to be okay. You're seen, you're loved. And if you want to learn more information on how I'm doing this, because even for me, the other day, random thought, I was sitting here like, wow, like, I have so many things that I desire for myself to do, and I'm able to do it during this time with 2 under 2. And I'm like, God, I don't even know how I've been able to do this, but I'm appreciative because it's keeping me sane and it's helping me during this season. And I'm so grateful for my village. It means so much, especially I've been more in the house lately because it's really hard to commute with my youngest son because he doesn't like the car seat. So we're like, okay, we're just gonna have a slower pace. So there's so many changes and pivots right now, and I just know this is kind of like a random podcast about my thoughts and just wanting to be honest and encourage other moms out there who are feeling it right now. You know, I understand, but just know you got this. And if you want to learn more information about how I do this, how I'm balancing out motherhood and still making sure that my marriage is good, I'm good, my kids are good, my home is good, let me know. I can talk more about it. But I am kind of taking a step back from coaching right now. But I'm still giving y'all podcasts because I really just want to focus on being in this season and really just enjoying it because it's such a beautiful moment. Even though I told you I'm not a fan of it, the baby stage, but I do make sure that I'm enjoying this time and watching him develop and just soaking it in. Because it's all going to pass. Before I know it, he's going to be walking. He's going to be running off with his brother. But until then, I'm going to be here and be present and enjoy where I am. And I want you to do the same. I hope you guys like this podcast. It was random thoughts. And let you guys know where I am and how you can get there too if that's where you are. I don't know where you are in life, but just know that you got this. And you can always start and pivot if needed. Okay? I love you. Be sure to tune in for another episode and have a great day. Bye.